According to the American Resort Development Association, more than 9 million households in the U.S. own some form of timeshare, either weeks, points, club membership, etc. Yet at any given time, it's estimated that roughly 1 million people are looking to end their ownership. In fact, our next guest says that with a quick and simple online search, you can find thousands of timeshares listed for less than $1, maybe even free with no interested buyers. Here to explain is a timeshare exit industry expert, Gordon Newton. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, this is interesting. And before we got started, my first guess, but when we got talking, is that this is a lot of people here in the Bay Area that I think own timeshares that may be wanting to get out.
Well, look, there is hope for timeshare owners, right? And the reason why I wrote the Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit is because there are a lot of pitfalls along the way. It's easy to fall victim to these scams. I tell people, look, they're called con artists for a reason. They're not con slobs, they're con artists. They're good at what they do. So they're going to tell you everything that you want to hear, not necessarily everything you need to hear. And that's why I tell people, download a free copy of the Consumer's Guide to Timeshare Exit. If you're looking to end your timeshare ownership, get started there. It helps level the playing field.
Any tips? I feel like you go to these resorts and places and it is very easy to get sucked in. Any red flags that people should look out for?
Well, they just need to know what they're up against. You know, when you go to these presentations, you have to realize that many of the resorts actually have what has become commonly known as a license to lie clause, where it basically states that any oral promises by the resort representative doesn't hold any water. You're agreeing to the written terms. So people need to understand that they're kind of up against it when they go into these things. Never sign the first day. Always have an attorney take a look at those contracts, because many of our clients that have come to us looking to end their timeshare ownership, they've often said to me, boy, if I knew then what I know now, I would have never fallen either victim to that scam or perhaps even purchased it in the first place.
So what is it in these contracts that are so difficult to get out of? What's so different about them? Because it does feel like it's a unique category that people are really struggling with.
Well, you know, it's a combination of things, right? The resale market for these things is virtually non-existent, and the contracts are written in such a way that they're designed to go on into perpetuity. So many of our clients have come to us after inheriting a timeshare ownership. So they're designed to go on to your kids and your kids' kids. There's, you know, the never-ending fees associated with them by way of maintenance fees and special assessments.
So is there any hope you could provide us, though? I mean, in most cases, can you help people get out? Yeah. I mean, what are we talking here?
Absolutely. Yes. Look, you know, knowledge is power. That's a cliche, right? But it stands the test of time, because for the first time, you can actually, for timeshare owners, whether you're at the peak of your enjoyment of your timeshare, or you're nearing the end, or you're at the end, get educated. And I tell people, go to myexitguide.com and download a free copy. Understand what you actually own. Many clients say, well, my goodness, that's not what I thought I owned. That's not what the sales representative told me. So for the first time, they're understanding what they're up against. So there are a lot of scams out there associated with the timeshare exit industry and the timeshare industry in general. So be careful, gain the knowledge, and help level the playing field between timeshare owner, consumer, and you know, exit company or attorney or resort.
Well, thank you for making that process easier for us, Gordon. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Carly, thanks for having me.